Hello, Advanced Manufacturing. It's Mr. Reese here, and I'm slowly turning my workshop into a remote classroom. What I've done today is I've hooked up my desktop computer from school, and you will also see that we've got the 3D printer from school also here in the workshop. Now, we can't be together to do a project, but I've thought about a way that we can do a project remotely, and here's the basic idea behind this project. What I've got here is an LED light ring, and I want to create a lamp to mount on a piece of machinery so I can see what the machine's doing better when it's running. Now, the first thing I got to do is come up with a power supply for the light ring. And what I've got here is a 12 volt adapter that takes 110 volts AC and converts it to 12 volts DC. Now, this adapter shows a little diagram that tells me what's positive and negative. And that's going to be important because these LEDs will only work if they're hooked up properly. Notice I've got red, which is positive, and I've got black, which is negative. So what I need to do right now is verify which wire is doing what on this connector. Now, this was used to power like a wireless router that no longer works. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the end off this, and then we're going to separate these two wires like this. Okay? Then we're going to take the wire strippers and we're going to take some insulation off each side. We'll twist these wires together like so. Now, I'm going to plug the adapter in. And right now, there's power if I were to connect something using these wires. Now, I've got to guess that this one's negative and this one's positive. And when I turn my meter on and I connect it, I can see that it's actually the reverse. And I'm getting 12.3 volts on my digital meter. So I've identified the wire that has the red probe on it is positive and the other one is negative. So I'm holding the positive wire right now. And then I'm going to hook the negative up to the negative. And hopefully you can see that that LED light came on. It's very bright. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strip a little bit more insulation off this where I can actually twist it together and leave it hooked up. So I'm twisting the wires together. So now I've got a good power supply for this LED light. Now the idea behind this project is we're going to add a switch where we can control the light, and we're also going to make a mount where this light could be attached to a machine. And in my next video, I'm going to take you to where that machine is and show you what we have to do in order to make this. Now the idea is we will sketch out a design, draw it in Solid Edge, and print it with a 3D printer. And during this process, I want you to submit some designs, and I'm going to give you some parameters that you can follow along with and come up with your own design. Then we can evaluate the designs and decide who had the best idea and actually print it, make it, and test it. So this series of videos could last for a while. Anyway, that's it for today. Please look under discussions. I will have some questions for you there, and I will also have some stuff relating to this project going up tomorrow. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.